So, what's up, everybody? I just saw Anna. So, let's talk about that.
What was the nature of your relationship with Oleg Filenkov?
You entered his hotel at 1:37 p.m. Did you notice anything suspicious?
Like what?
Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, hey, how you guys doing? I am that guy on the motorcycle who reviews movies. On this channel, I tend to watch at least 1 to 2 movies a week. And I do what the channel name says. I review the movies on my motorcycle. Now this week, we went to go watch Anna. And how did I feel about that movie? Anna. I can't pronounce her last name. But this movie was actually pretty good. Now, going into it, this is a hard R movie. Me, personally, I am not a fan of just like hard R movies. Me personally, I don't really find that all too pleasing. So I'm going to say, going into this movie, I know it was rated R, but this one is pretty hard R. So, Anna, this movie is basically about a female assassin trying to get out of the assassin world. So, with all that being said, I still find this movie very entertaining. This is a crazy town that I'm in. Pretty dead. But it was still pretty entertaining. Did it have its flaws? Oh, yes, it did. It had a lot of flaws. A whole lot of flaws. But it was still entertaining. Imagine this movie as Leon the Professional mixed with John Wick, mixed with, I don't know, some other crazy movie. And that's what it felt like. It felt like this movie was a female John Wick. And what's better than John Wick? Nothing. That's what. This movie was actually not on a lot of people's radar. I remember seeing the trailers for this, and I was just like, I'll give it a try. It actually reminded me of that movie with Jennifer Lawrence, The Red Sparrow. I actually did not see that because I'm not really a big fan of Jennifer Lawrence. But I was just like, I didn't really care for it. But after watching this trailer, I was just like, looks pretty interesting. It's kind of like Red Sparrow. So I'll give it a try. And this one right here was actually pretty cool. Some of the things in this movie was kind of unplausible, was kind of like not plausible. Not to give too much away because I try not to do spoilers in my reviews. I try just to let you guys know how I felt and not try to go too deep into the movie. Just basically general feeling on all the movies I watched. But some of the things in this movie was so unplausible. It just did not make any sense for you to, it's just like, not to go too deep into it, but if you're given a certain time period to be trained and to be a certain assassin, to be a certain master killer, I think the time that it was allowed it to give Anna to be this elite soldier was not enough time. That's just like that's not really a nitpick, that's just like common sense type stuff, where it's just like, come on writers, you guys know, stop writing yourself in the corners. And again, I'm not a writer, I don't know how to do these things, I don't know how to write a movie, but at the same time, it's just like, come on, just common sense. Sometimes common sense could save a movie so much time. But there are a lot of little nitpicks like that in this movie. But overall, I would say this movie is still pretty funny. If you just kind of turn your brain off to some of the nitpick stuff and some of the things that happen. This movie takes place, I believe, in the late 80s and 90s, and they're using technology like, we were not using technology like that in the late 80s and the 90s. Stuff like that, we're kind of just like, come on, guys, like, just common sense type stuff. Everybody was not walking around with cell phones and laptops online. It's just like in the early 90s and late 80s. So stuff like that kind of threw me out of the movie. The common sense type things where it's just like, okay, if this character did X, why is the other character doing Y? It just doesn't make any sense. But other than that, still a fun movie, still entertaining. You get to see this chick kill a whole lot of dudes. You get to see this chick, doing some John Wick type stuff. And it's actually pretty fun. So, if you're a fan of John Wick, and you're a fan of seeing chicks, handle their own, then this movie's gonna be for you. Now this is just a short review just to give you guys my general thought of this movie. This was Anna, and how would I rate it? Or, you know, before I get to the rating, who is this movie for? This movie is not a family movie. Don't take your kids to watch this movie. Is this a date movie? Maybe. This movie is for anybody who likes, you know what? If you love John Wick, you're going to love Anna. Turn your brains off at some of the scenes. Don't question it. And just go in, have some fun. This is a fun, I won't say lighthearted. It's pretty heavy. It has some heavy tones and some heavy materials. But if you get past that, if you get over that, this movie's for you. Now, let's talk about rating. What would I give this movie? I rate all my movies from a 1 to 6. And this movie, you know what? There's no half gears. There's no 3.5 gears. There's no 4.5 gears. So I'm just going to have to rate this movie 8. It's going to get stuck in 3rd gear for me. So this movie gets 3 out of 6. So it's stuck in 3rd gear. Pretty fun, pretty nice action. All the action scenes are actually pretty fun, pretty nice to watch, pretty good to look at. But I would say the thing that really took it over the edge for me is some of the unbelievable, just like nonsensical. It's just like, come on. It's just like being a hard R. It's just like, it's like you don't have to do certain things in certain movies, and it's just like, I guess if that's what you want to do. But I'm not making it. That's not my call. But I guess it's just the hard R for the hard R's sake. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And some of the plot twists and devices that they use kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But still a good movie, still a fun movie. Don't take grandma to watch this movie. But other than that, it gets stuck in 3rd gear for me. So, as always, guys, before I leave, this video is sponsored by Chic Riot. Who is Chic Riot? Chic Riot is a all-female motorcycle jacket brand. Ladies, do you want to look good while you ride? Fellas, do you want your girl to look good while she rides? Well, hop on over to Chic Riot at www.chicriot.com. And, as always, guys, love your neighbors. Be kind to one another. And until next time, peace out.